Scene. Spoken over faint white noise, the shot is from within a dark space and all focus is on a single crack of light widening and flickering. There are a lot of reasons I'm uninviting you. I don't feel like you need to hear them. It's my day and I'm so angry I almost didn't go myself. All because you're a shit man and she can't stop talking about it. The you is plural. And I mean for plural events. Instead, I'm taking my two friends, who used to be a couple, but now they're just friends. Maybe it's something about my importance, or the difficulty that makes them see this as more than just point scoring. It doesn't matter, you're still not coming. When I imagine it, I don't see you clapping for me, I see you clapping to make the most noise, and that's why I don't see you there. Scene. Two women sit on a couch. One is late 20s and one is early 20s. The late 20-year-old is looking right at the camera while the younger woman is sleeping on the opposite edge of the couch. There's little difference as both are dressed for bed. There's never a third person visible, but the movement of shadows cast from the side light suggests that someone else is moving around the room. The camera pans to the cup of tea being held and rests just above the cup, with the contents in perfect frame. While talking, the woman's lips may come slightly into frame as she sips, but the only change in scene is the ripples of the tea as the late 20-year-old speaks. I'm watching TV in a flat that was once just for me. Now I share it with this guy who tints out his grays. I remember that shit line he said. I take coke with my vodka and how old he sounded then. So we're watching this thing and I read emails under my breath. Take care, Megan, good luck in your new place. My boyfriend's moved in and all my friends say, how do you call a 48-year-old with 2 kids your boyfriend? And I say, well, to everyone but my parents. Little Meg in the back of my head thinks about the clothes that my mother threw out. The suits from bat mitzvahs my dad didn't collect and how she cut the sleeves while my sister wept. I did tell him to talk to his ex. She needs to sell the house, find a place. He can't afford a deposit, so I say face. I told Ellie it's weird having a boyfriend who's not your boyfriend, but he's mine Friday mornings. Then he said last night his ex told his mum, and his mother cried when she mentioned their son and how their son questioned my Friday mornings, our Friday mornings. But his ex has the kids, not that he got rid, but she has something. She wanted them all along. Half his reason for leaving was how motherhood was unbecoming. I think at work how at 21 I went to bars. I go to bars. I painted once a new portrait of what I wanted to look like. His daughter does art and I doubt she paints what she'll look like so inaccurately. 7 years apart, her and me. 25 years of marriage against chemistry. I look at the idiot I met on a night out after his son turned 18. As she speaks the last words, the camera lifts from the mug to her face and gently blurs. We see her turn the light out and immediately gentle multicolored lights begin to play, mimicking a dulled down club night. Scene. The camera pans across a semi-detached house at night, pausing when it hits the driveway, making apparent the open side door. The camera weaves between corridors within the house like a medical camera down the throat. All that is visible is stillness and darkness, with only small moments of light. Panning to the carpet, slowly, over a foot, the camera watches the foot lift, and then the entire scene cuts to black. I take the first 3, 1 foot on each, then 1, 2, next step, 1, 2. Until the landing lands every one of my steps. Trying for silence, I give up, I'm aimed for quiet at best. I heard things my mum sleeps through. Rare I'm up in the night unless my girlfriend is too. But one dog barked, and never did they only bark once. I assume that whoever's in my house has dogs. They can't be scared of one soft bark from my half-asleep pup. That will they know us. We're 2 people down here anyway, 2 bodies, 4 rooms. If the intruder gets along with the dogs, I see no reason he can't stay. Maybe he'll stay for good. I'm thinking about whether I really want to scare him, so I'm stood still on the edge of the landing, standing for good. The coats are rustling and I'm just about goosebumping as much as my skin can prickle, pretty sure whoever's here is right next to the door. I beg him with 3 more steps not to go. Relax, let me see you, suspect. I'm at the foot of the stairs with 1 foot on the stairs, quiet rustling in my head moves through my arms, legs, and reaching for a mug sees it fall. No crack, so let's pretend no one heard that. Mum's asleep, you can be here, Dad. I take down 2 mugs of my peace offering. Sleeping dogs watch me take 1 bag of lemon and ginger tea kept grudgingly for guests. It's good for your digestion, remember, and there were 3 like before. If I'm quiet enough, I can hear the door hinges sound, the swing, again the rustling, the unrustling you brushed past, way out, way in. Kettle boiled, stay for a cup, the dogs are quieting down, and I know you're here, Dad, you can come out. There's one of our 5 garden chairs lying down, face down, and I assume the wind put it there. What could you be saying with a plastic garden chair that you couldn't just announce? I haven't replied for days, I know I'm sorry, but I'm not the one hiding in the garden. The window is steamed and I'm not sure, it kind of looks like it's from the outside and I think about breath. Like when you smoke on the patio out of sight, stubbing cigarettes in flower pots too high for muleys to see back there on the patio hiding from me, like you're hiding now. You've nothing left to collect, so you must have come for me, and all I'm asking for is a cup of tea. So 1 side at a time I slide myself up onto the countertop, watching shadows flow over dogs' sleeping bodies, rising with breath. I think of glass. Again, you did a good job of quietening them. Normally 1 sets off the other 2 and I'm back down here making tea, showing them that it's only me, only ever me now, 1 mug. Upstairs I hear the light go on and see the windows are steamed from these 2 cups of tea inside only, and I single step my way back past the landing. The scene resumes where left off at the beginning, with the foot putting itself back on the floor before moving out of shot. The cup of tea is put in its place and then it's kicked down the stairs. The liquid is followed down the stairs till it lands on the wood floor. End scene is a dark shot of a black dog gently lapping the tea from the floor. Scene. Camera pans into a house, gently going through the rooms to reach the man's bedroom. There's a single blouse on display, almost as proudly as a painting. Image is abruptly ended by the sound of a teenager's voice. Dad, that's an ugly lace garter for starters. And if you leave it in a pile, it will crease. I never took to a silk dressing gown personally, so I see why you'd go for fleece. But honestly, half of the products in the bathroom need to go. Dove deodorant clogs your pores, and the razor by the shower will give you razor burn. If you don't moisturise your skin with something stronger, it will flake. And how do you expect flaky skin to look in the chiffon blouse that hangs past your waist? I see why you chose women's slippers, softer for one, and the pattern choice is superior, but if I'm honest, they look a bit small. You're a size 11 after all, and I get the unrealistic body standard of small feet, but come on. And if I think about it, where's the shoulder room in that blouse? I spent my life being congratulated on my swimmer's build. There's little likelihood that you'll do up that button down unless you wear it buttoned down. There's a handbag, that's a nice touch, black leather, solid choice, matches most things. Didn't want to be the one to tell you that vegan leather does exist, but it's a nice first bag, I stress. You say the purse matches and I'm sold, small stitched outline like the bag, very classic. Not sure how much I saw you as a classic lady, but very well. You say there's more compartments than you know what to do with, so I check you're not using them wrong. Little poppers for coins, lots of card space, empty photo slot. I suggest one of mine, obviously. Then I see how no photo means there's room to put a driving licence, easy access ID. She's prettier in that blouse than you. Swimmer's shoulders would allow. Looks as though the moisturiser works for her, no flakes, just face. What a lot of face. Too much face to learn to recognise. No matter how long I spend staring at her products in the bathroom. Post-bath scene is set, blowing out candles, spilt products dripping down the washing machine, crumpled underwear, gentle music playing from a speaker, camera pans over a bath with grime-shaped hair around the outside, going all the way around the tub before pointing out at the ceiling and fading out. Thanks.